Hi, my name is Kirk Hamilton, your host of the Staying Healthy Today show. This is a show where we bring you key experts in the fields of nutrition, prevention, integrative, and lifestyle medicine. We review the medical literature and we review case studies. Today's show topic is, how do you create a successful heart disease reversal program? Notice I use the word reverse. Heart disease is reversible, but with a specific diet plan. I interviewed a Dr. Colby Aselton. I've interviewed him before. He's a famed Cleveland Clinic surgeon. He was a former thyroid surgeon, parathyroid surgeon, breast cancer surgeon. Got sad in a way that he couldn't help prevent breast cancer, just kept doing more and more surgeries, and went on a literature search in the late 70s, early 80s, and found that there are places in the world that were plant-based that didn't have breast cancer, or virtually none. And the same with prostate cancer, and the same with the number one killer, heart disease. So he ended up in a project or a pilot study or a small study in the early 1980s where he took some 25 approximately people, put them on the strict plant-based diet. They had coronary artery disease at the Cleveland Clinic, documented and severe, and he put them on this program, and those that stayed on the program had virtually no events or very infrequent amount of events for the 12 years of follow-up. Those that went off the program, 6 or 7 subjects, they had significant events. So this led him on a journey to where he wrote the book, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease, which documents how to reverse heart disease. What the studies are in here, before and after angiograms showing clearing of plaque and the arteries clearing up. There's a cookbook. There's recipes in there. His wife has co-authored a cookbook of these plant-based 4 food group recipes. And then recently, 2014, he did a study where he took people that went to this 5-hour intensive workshop, and he followed them up. And there were some 198 people, 177 actually stuck to the diet, and those that stuck to the diet, who had already coronary artery disease, there was only one event in 3.7 years, a stroke. That's 0.6%. In those that went off, the 21 that went off the program, just said, I can't take it, 62% had an event. That's a tenfold difference. It's dramatic. So we know how to reverse heart disease. So some of the little pearls and controversies we went over in this discussion, it's a 45-minute podcast, was, he doesn't believe in oils. And the whole reason is because he believes there's data that they insult the endothelium. So anything that affects the endothelium, that single layer, pristine, single cell, pristine lining of our arteries called endothelium that secretes nitric oxide, this powerful gas that causes everything to dilate and relax, and we don't get atherosclerosis if that occurs, or very little. That's the goal, protect the endothelium. So anything that affects that, and he believes added oils affects that, and any animal foods affects that or injures that and causes inflammation. So he stands by that. He stands by right now. He doesn't recommend nuts because he feels people eat too many of them, and they're very high in fat. He does recommend some ground flaxseed, maybe B12 supplement, and then vitamin D if you are low, but keep it in the low normal range. And the real essence of all this is that what actually is remarkable to me is these people just had 5 hours of intensive education with all these resources, and there was some follow-up, but there wasn't like this is a really cost-effective program. I mean, the cookbook and the book on heart disease are like, $35 between the two of them. And you can reverse heart disease. I mean, think about it. And if we reverse heart disease, which we know is doable by Dr. Esselton's work, by Dr. Dean Ornish's work, if heart disease is reversible, with heart disease, diabetes goes, obesity goes, all kinds of chronic illness goes. So I encourage you, if you have someone who has heart disease or diabetes or obesity, but especially heart disease, if you just listen to this podcast and go to the links and read the literature, you will know that heart disease is absolutely reversible if you're committed. And we know that a large group of people can do it over a 4-year period. 177 did it in the study by Dr. Aselton. So my name is Kirk Hamilton. This is the Staying Healthy Today show. You can go to stayinghealthytoday.com and listen to this podcast, Dr. Esselton's podcast, or you can go up into iTunes and listen to it. Sign up for my health letter. You have a great day, and look for all the links below the podcast. Again, have a fabulous day. I'll talk to you soon.